you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It's Friday, November 22nd, 2019, and I'm headed into work for the day, and I'm exhausted. I just realized I left my external hard drive at home. That's okay, because I'm not going to really have any time to play with anything today. I do need to grab it for tomorrow. So today's Friday. Tomorrow's Saturday. Saturday is the day we're doing the transformer maintenance at work, and that was always... I don't know what to expect. So yesterday we had a situation where my boss was telling me that, this was yesterday on Thursday, that the facilities manager made a comment and said, well, if we can't repair that transformer, we'll just have to replace it on Sunday. We'll start that work at like 5 o'clock on Sunday. Well, we're starting at 5 o'clock on Saturday for the repairs. And when we do the repairs on a transformer, you have to shut off the power to the transformer. That's kind of the way it works. So, meaning we're going to be on generator power starting Saturday at like 5 a.m. And he said if we can't fix the transformer, we'll basically be on generator power for like 2 days. And, you know, the bosses to be were like, dude, like, this is not, these generators aren't designed to be run for days at a time. Like, what are you doing? So they're like, listen, what's the procedure for repairing or replacing a transformer? He said, well, there's two different teams. One team is like a high voltage team that does the repair work and the connections and disconnections. And then there's like a rigger team that, you know, these transformers are like something like 1,400 pounds. And so this rigger team has like special equipment and gear and stuff to transport those and move them and set them into place and remove them and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, somebody's like, well, we're going to need to have that other second team on standby, on site. And the manager's like, I can't do that. That'll cost 20 or 30 grand. And you're like, well, we're going to apparently be spending 20 or 30 grand because, like, we can't, you know, go 2 days with the power off. Like, are you nuts? So he was like fighting against it and all this stuff. I don't have that kind of money and budget and blah, blah, blah. So then they had to take it up to his boss, and the bigger boss is like, yeah, we'll have them on standby. So what they did was they did a compromise. They looked into see how long it would take for that rigger or that second team to arrive on site. So like, let's say we call them and say, we need you guys here now. How long does it take for them to actually get there? And they said it's about a 2-hour response time. Okay, so they determined that that's not too bad, to the point where we wouldn't need those guys on site like beforehand and pay them and all that just to be sitting around. Okay, so they also said, you know, with that 2-hour response time or whatever, they said that you know, it'll take about 2 hours to disconnect and unplug and prep the removal of the bad one anyway. So like they would have to do that to get it ready to pull it out or something. So, okay. So that's not too bad. But, you know, the nuts and bolts of it are, you know, my boss said, like, listen, dude, like, if this is only a worst case scenario, but he said if that happens and they have to replace it, he's like, I don't know when you'd be getting out of there. He said that the big boss, our director, she usually helps. Like, she'll come in and relieve me or whatever if there's something, like, extended going on like that. He said that she's not available to come in on Saturday. She wouldn't be able to come in until Sunday. I'm like, okay. So, not good. Not good at all. But, I mean, I understand it. It is what it is, you know, like... Technically, on Saturday, all of the shit that they're doing has... I want to say it doesn't have anything to do with me, meaning, like, it's not my job. I'm not going to be helping them with that work or anything like that. I'm there for, like, the security and safety of the data center. You know, they kill the power or something, we, meaning IT, needs to know. Because they've been doing some weird, shady shit lately where they're trying to hide stuff they're like, they'll do something and just be like, oh, and not even mention it. And it's not, that's not good. Not good when you're running and managing and handling an entire fucking data center, multi-million-dollar data center. So we'll see how it goes. That, like I said, that's the worst case scenario. The way it should go is it would take probably 6 to 10 hours just to do these repairs on the transformer. It sounds like they have that new transformer sitting here. I don't know if they just keep one in stock as a spare. I don't know how that works, but I'm guessing that it's cheaper to repair a transformer than it is to replace it outright, and then have to probably buy another one to keep as a spare. I don't know. I'll ask them those questions tomorrow. Like, hey, you know, I heard about this. You know, they said they have one. Why don't they just repair it or replace it? But I'm sure it's cheaper to repair than replace. So yeah, more details on that tomorrow and stuff. Tomorrow's going to be a very quiet day because I'm not going to have an internet connection at work, or I'm not going to have like internet on my computers at work. I don't know, with what they're powering off, we might not even have like a good cell phone signal where like I would be able to use like my phone as like a hotspot. So I don't know, man. There's going to be a lot of free time tomorrow, potentially. But I am going to be doing some switch upgrades. I have some cabling that I can do. And I'm going to be installing my Cisco network that I built. I'm going to be playing with that some more. What else? And I don't know. I mean, I can draw and make up some diagrams and stuff like that. And there's always... I work in IT. Like, I'm used to killing time and all that stuff. So I'm not too worried about it. What I need to do, probably bring or do is my my battery pack, my external battery pack and stuff for my phone and things like that. But I'll be good. Maybe I'll bring a book or two or whatever, and something to read and stuff like that. But I should be fine. I don't think they're shutting off power to the entire campus either. I think it's just our building. So that's where I'm at. It could potentially be a very, very, very long day, like to the point where I'd be there almost 24 hours. So we'll see kind of how this goes. Yeah, so that's all I got to report on. Otherwise, today's my sister's birthday, so happy birthday to my sister. Her name is Laura. And tomorrow evening, we're supposed to go out to dinner, like the family and stuff, for her birthday, and maybe go back to their house and play a couple games or something like that. So, really looking forward to that. That's another reason why I don't want to get stuck at work, because I want to go and hang out with the family. I also have Grant this weekend, so I get him back tonight after school, and then I'm going to have him all the way till Wednesday morning. So I'm pretty excited about that. So, because I'm off Monday, Tuesday. So I just got to get through tomorrow's a hell day, potentially. Maybe not. And then get to just relax for like 4 days straight or whatever it is. 3 days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So that's it. Stay tuned for more. Well, yeah. Alright guys, so just burned up all my daylight and phone calls. But just had a news release. So last night, Tesla announced their new truck. They're calling it the Cyber Truck, and it's incredible. It's as capable, or more than capable, than a Dodge Ram 1500, and probably about the same price. So the base model is $40,000, and the next, that's rear-wheel drive, the next model up is $50,000, and that's all-wheel drive dual motor. And the top of the line model is I think $60,000, and it's a tri-motor all-wheel drive. The topmost model 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, 2.9 seconds. The middle model, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. And the base model, 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds. So, and I think they said somewhere about like a 500-mile range on a single charge. It's electric, so it's got a frunk, which is a trunk in the front of it. It's also got a, they're calling the bed of the truck the vault. It completely closes off and seals up and locks, and you have like, I don't know, 100 square feet of storage space back there. And then the video, they also announced that they have an all electric quad, so a four-wheeler. So they open up the bed of the truck, flipped it down, and it has a built-in ramp in the bed of the truck, or the tailgate of the truck. And they drove this all-electric four-wheeler right up into the bed of the truck. And they're saying that you should be able to charge the four-wheeler from the truck, like plug it directly into the truck. And I don't know what else. The truck has like a completely panoramic roof. Looks like it's almost like glass. Thing looks like it's built like a tank. I'm calling it now. I'm gonna say that this thing is gonna be the replacement for the Hummer, the H1, H2 Hummer. This thing, the military applications is incredible. For $7,000 option, you can get a self-driving package, which unlocks or allows it to drive on its own. I can't imagine having a truck. So the base model, I think they said, can tow 7,500 pounds, which I believe is more than a standard Dodge Ram. The middle model can tow 10,000 pounds, and the topmost model can tow 14,000 pounds, comparable to a Ford F-250, probably a dually. It's insane. For, I think it was $60,000 or $70,000 for the top model. So I'm excited. I'm not really telling anybody, but I signed up to pre-order one. It's $100. You submit your information to them, and they it's refundable and all that. They're not going to be releasing these trucks for another 2 years. And the tri-motor model, the top of the line model, they said probably won't be ready for another year on top of that, so probably 3 years. So I figured if I can't save up, for a $40,000 vehicle over the course of 3 years or something, then it wasn't meant to be. But they look crazy, they look funky, but I dig it, dude. I fucking love everything Tesla. Like, Teslas aren't really designed to be looked at from the outside. Like, it's all about like the inside experience. It's insane. So this thing has got bench seats. It's a 4-door, and it has it'll seat 6 people. So like the old cars and vehicles back in the day, it'll fit 3 in the front and 3 in the back. It's sick. So definitely fanboying. I don't care. Everyone's speculating like, well, they're just kidding. It's not going to look like that. They'll be like, surprise, it looks like something different. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, the military applications, I mean, it's a very, very capable truck that requires no fuel and can drive on its own, like autonomous driving. Like, that's insane. Like, the military applications for that would be just, I mean, you could literally drop those trucks off in the middle of nowhere, 200 miles away from where they need to be, and just be like, all right, just drive over there. Drive to pick up those troops or whatever. I mean, unbelievable. So I'm headed home. I'm about to go pick up some pizzas and then head home, and I gotta be to bed probably by about 9 o'clock. It's a little bit after 5 p.m. now. I gotta be at work at about 4:45 in the morning, and not really excited about that, but it is what it is. So part of my job. So I have a relatively easy job. The only demands or the real bad parts are, working extra hours here and there and stuff. But to be honest, everyone has to do stuff like this in IT. So that's like not anything new. So it is what it is. So stay tuned for more.
The functionality I'm going to describe is within a space that is less than the most popular pickup truck
Oh yeah.
in the United States, the F-150. So we didn't cheat in either width, height, or length. And we're able to achieve much greater capability in the same dimensions, same weight. Yeah. The process is the fundamental design change. We moved the mass to the outside. We created an exoskeleton. So normally, the way that a truck is designed, you have a body on frame, you have a bed on frame, and the body and the bed don't do anything useful. They're carried like cargo, like a sack of potatoes. It was the way that aircraft used to be designed. When they had
Ooh.
well, maybe that was a little too hard. Sorry. It didn't go through. So that's a plus side. Let's try it, right? Try that one, really? Okay. Sure. Oh, man. It didn't go through. Alright. Not bad. The room for improvement.
Nice. When I grow, I want a Tesla truck, and it is bulletproof. Nice. That is so cool. You did a good job drawing that.
Maybe I can ask Santa for like a little tiny car of it.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll have any because they just came out with this yesterday. They just talked about it, so they don't even have the real ones made yet. That'd be cool if they had something like that.
One that the video